In this video tutorial, you can see how to set up blog post timeline layout with Elementor Timeline Add-on Widget Pro. Let's get started with the video process. First, we need to search for timeline for posts in Elementor dashboard. And next, drag this post timeline widget here. This is how the default timeline layout for the blog post looks like. Here, each blog post is shown as a timeline content in the layout. We can edit each and every settings in the timeline content query. Here, in the post type, we can select either the posts, pages or landing pages from this option. Since this video is on post timeline layout, we can select the posts here. Next, here we can select the blog post categories that's already been set when the blog posts are created. And here, we can select the tags that we have added for each blog post. Next, we can select post publish date or custom meta content option for the post content here. Under order, we can select the ascending or descending order for the blog post display in the timeline layout. Next, we can select a date format from the list of options. Here, we can display the summary or the complete blog post as the timeline content. Next, we need to enter the number of words that can be displayed on each timeline post content. And here, we can specify the number of posts that can be displayed in the timeline on each page. Next, under pagination type, we can select Ajax Load More button type, or allow the page navigation to be displayed by the default 1, 2, 3 numbered navigation button link, as you can see below the timeline layout. Next, moving on to the timeline layout settings, here we can select any one of the layout type. The right-left layout, or the right-only layout, or the horizontal layout. Here we can select the right-left layout. Next, from the list of style presets, we can select any one of the style presets. The default layout, the classic layout, the elegant layout, the clean layout, or the minimal layout. In this video tutorial, we can set up blog post timeline with this default style preset. Here, we can align the right side, text content, left, center or right in the timeline. And here, we can align the timeline left side, text content, left, center or right. We can change content connector style here. Here, we can select and change the dot or icon. We can choose and change any other icon from the list here. We can choose the position of the icon or label in the line with this settings. We can choose to position of the media in the top, above the title, next or below the title, or after the description in the content. Next, we can display a thumbnail image, or medium size image, or a large size image, or the complete original image in the blog post timeline content. we can choose to have a pop-up, timeline content here. We can select any of the animations, for the timeline content, visible on the live page. Here, we can show, or hide the Read More button, below the blog post description content. Next, let me show you how we can style the blog post timeline content one after the other in the next video.